Hello, welcome to a Saturday special of Character Info Day. I guess I should stop calling it OC-tober, huh? Let's get into it. What series are these characters from? And these are the characters that I was talking about all week. That's right, if you weren't there for that, it's from The Power of Say. Question dos. What is the elevator pitch for your story? Cute Animal Crossing type characters talking to humans, but then they can't anymore after a certain amount of time and they have to fix it, but it's been 2,000 years, and now it's up to their ancestors to help fix the world, even though nobody believes them. Any special meaning to the story? I think it's more of be careful what you say, be careful who you're friends with, and be careful with what you mean, because life and death is always on the tongue, and you don't know who and what can hurt you. Are there any villains or anything that brings conflict to the story? Me. Just kidding. There's one villain that is very hard for me to write for, and that's the main villain. However, there is a character that causes a lot of conflict throughout the story that helps the other villain. So there's like two villains, and I'm not gonna go into that because that goes into spoily stuff, and also I need to write better. When did I make the story and inspo for the story? I made this story back in 2018. I made a cute little mock-up of the story. As for more inspo, I got inspired by a lot of the stories my mom used to tell me waiting for the bus when I was 5, and it had something to do with a lot of curses, a prince, a princess, all that kind of stuff, and I wanted to jam that all in on top of an Animal Crossing, humans not understanding each other kind of crest. What part of the story is the hardest to write for you? Specifically, some of the middle part and a little bit of the beginning. For the middle part, it's a little sluggish. And there's a few characters that are more harder to write for than others, of course. So there's that. Also, the pacing could be a little bit better. But yeah. Where am I at with this series? Trying to animate it. It's not going well. I'm trying. Soon, guys, soon. I'm going as fast as I can. Is there any magic systems in this world? And how does it work? There's 3.5 type magics in this world. The first one is a natural type magic, say dancing or long necks, fire, something that comes a little bit more natural to people. Another one is a item type base, say you have an axe and you're really good at axing, and then somehow you could do lots of things with an axe, like throw it and cut anything with it. It'll grow in size, but it only is with that one type object. But it could be any axe, something like that. So it's item-based. The other one is specifically tied to a species, not just the Furlins and humans. They're called Stardusters, and they have a specific way of using stars and gravity, and that's their form of magic. For the half portion, directional wizards can learn more than one type of magic, and they're just much more powerful, and it takes a very long time most times to become one. To make the magic more powerful in this world, it depends on time. So the longer you stay a spell, the more powerful it will be. So say you started a spell when you were 10 and you end it off 10 years later when you're 20. Don't ask me how it can happen. It will be super, super, super powerful and potent. I got another really, really good question from chat. What does the name of Power of Say mean? It's actually the curse of Say. There was a curse set on the world called the Say, or I guess Unsay. In the world, they call it the curse of Say, making it the power of Say is like what you can do getting there and fixing it with the power of your words and stuff. And that's what it kind of means. I don't know. It's almost 12 a.m. So I have a really good question from a really cool buddy. In Animal Crossing, everyone is the same size. Why did you do it differently in the Power of Say? That is a really good question. It's the size difference. And if you think about it, the humans never really talk. The animals talk in gibberish. And the human somehow understands it. Also, like, the animals are wearing clothing, so they're almost like a little miniature kind of human. So I just took that and put it in a kind of a a Sonic the Hedgehog kind of preference. It kind of works the same, but the humans are taller. They're like actual human size as opposed to Animal Crossing sizes. So it's kind of like that. I got another great question. In terms of technology, is this world like modern or medieval? I would say it's more of a mix, but it's leaning more medieval. It has a lot more magic, and they use that magic stuff kind of modernly, if that makes sense. All right, I think that's just about it for the info of the Power of Say. Thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow for a different series of OCs and story.